Good evening, everyone. At this, our first official meeting, I'd like to thank everyone for joining. I'd ask Aaliyah to start the recording to capture our decisions. We'll be working together on customer queuing system project, aiming to present a solution to improve queuing inefficiencies in government agencies here in Jamaica. Let's ensure we organize and follow meeting protocols strictly. Before we continue, let's confirm our rules. I appoint Aaliyah Williams as our secretary, responsible for documenting minutes and managing communication. Do we have a motion for this?
I motion to appoint Aaliyah as secretary.
Is there a second to this motion?
I second the motion.
All in favor of appointing Aaliyah as secretary, please say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carried. Aaliyah, the role of secretary is yours. Please take the minutes for the proceeding discussed in the meeting. Next, we need to appoint a chair for our meeting. I propose Kyle Meeks for his role, given his strong research skills and organized approach. Do we have a motion for this?
I motion to appoint Kyle as chair.
Is there a second to this motion?
I second the motion.
All in favor of appointing Kyle Meeks as chairperson, please say aye.
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 Motion carried. The role for chair is yours, Kyle. Please maintain order and lead the meeting.
Thank you, everyone. I'm honored to take on this role and will ensure our meetings are effective and organized. Let's go over our agenda. Firstly, confirmation of the meeting time and venue. Second, role and responsibility review. Third, the new business updates on each team member's tasks. Fourth, decision-making and follow-up on action items. Fifth, communication protocols and document sharing. Let's start by discussing the time and venue for future meetings. To keep consistent, we need to agree on a recurring time and venue. I propose that we meet every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Zoom. Let's open the floor to any other suggestions.
I think Zoom works well, but perhaps a slightly later time, say 6:30 p.m., would allow me to wrap up other tasks before our meeting.
6:30 works for me as well. It gives me time to prepare presentation materials if needed. I support Christian's suggestion.
Agreed. 6:30 p.m. seems manageable for everyone, and it keeps our meeting virtual for easy access.
All right, it sounds like we have a consensus for 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. Let's take a vote. All in favor of meeting every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom, please say aye.
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 Okay, so motion carried. Meetings will be held every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. Aaliyah, please make a note of this for the record. Next, let's review each team member's roles and responsibilities. I'll begin. So as chair, I'll ensure meetings are well organized and all decisions are reached through clear discussion and voting. Also, as the research analyst, I will be looking into current queuing system used by government agencies and will utilize my expertise in design and technical support to create kiosk machines tailored to specific operations of each government agency. Over to you, Debbion, as the project manager.
Thank you, Kyle. So as project manager, I am responsible for overseeing the project timeline, maintaining communication with stakeholders, and preparing our proposal to the Honorable Darrell Vaz. I'll be coordinating with Aaliyah on presentation materials. I'll also set up a shared Google Drive folder for easy access to documents. Christian, would you like to go next?
Sure, Debbion. My role involves researching and proposing technology solutions, ticketing, and mobile apps. To address queuing issues, I'm creating a web interface prototype that will help real-time queue updates. I will share the initial draft on Google Drive once completed. Aaliyah, over to you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Christian. As the Secretary and Communications Coordinator, I'm responsible for organizing all presentation materials, developing a strategy for communicating our proposals, and managing the implementation roadmap. As Secretary, I'll also record minutes and take follow-ups. Kyle, shall we move on to new business?
Yes, let's move on to new business, where each of us will report on our tasks and next steps. Debbion, could you start with an update on the proposal for Honorable Darrell Voss?
Of course, I am excited. I've begun drafting the proposal with an emphasis on how queuing solutions align with the ministry's goal to improve public sector efficiency. I I'll be including statistics from Kyle's research to support our argument. I'm also setting up shared Google Drive to organize documents as mentioned. I'll post the proposal draft next week for the team to review. Kyle, I'll ask for your input on research insights when I'm finished with the draft.
All right, noted, Debbion. I'll prepare a summary of the key points and feedback from staff to enhance the proposal. My research has shown significant gaps in real-time communication and system organization. I'll finalize the report this week, upload it to Google Drive, and share it with the team for feedback.
I will integrate Kyle's insight into the web interface. This interface will include a digital ticketing system and real-time queue updates. I will share the prototype on Google Docs, on Google Drive, and arrange for feedback once it's ready. Aaliyah, any updates on your end?
Yes, I'm developing visuals for the proposal presentation and a stakeholder communication plan. I'll share the drafts on Google Drive for team input. I'll also maintain meeting minutes and upload them for reference.
Okay, so to keep us organized, I propose that each member set deadlines for task completion to maintain accountability. Let's take a vote on establishing weekly progress check-ins. All in favor, say aye.
I
Bye.
Aye. Motion carried. We have weekly progress check-ins to ensure task accountability. Aaliyah, please record this decision. Next, we need to formalize our communication and file sharing process. I propose that we use WhatsApp for quick updates, Google Drive for document storage, and Zoom for meetings. We'll assign specific folders in Google Drive for research, prototypes, meeting minutes, and presentation. Any other suggestion?
I support that. Adding designated folders in Google Drive will help us keep track of documents efficiently.
Agreed. I'll set up folders and share access with everyone. Also, I'll prepare a schedule. I propose scheduling reminders on WhatsApp before deadlines to keep us on track.
A good idea, Aaliyah. I'll create a shared calendar as well. Let's vote on using WhatsApp, Google Drive, and Zoom as our official platforms for communication and scheduling. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. So motion carried. Aaliyah, please ensure the details are documented in the minutes. Okay, so thank you all for your active participation. So to summarize our next steps, Debbion will upload a draft proposal for team review by next week. I'll finalize and upload the research report, then coordinate feedback on the draft with Christian. Christian will continue developing the web prototype and share it on Google Drive. Aaliyah will organize our Google Drive, set up a calendar, and send reminders for key deadlines. Please remember, to review documents on Google Drive before our next meeting. Okay, so, well, I think this sums up everything. So thank you, everyone. Our next meeting will be next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom. Is there any other business? Okay. That's a no, because from the silence. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I beg to adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second? Is there somebody second the motion?
I second the motion.
Okay, so meeting adjourned. Please stop the recording.